Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusha here, and now, before we do start, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have been happening. Now, we have Deku. Deku had a plan, a way to divert the Osborns' attention from him. Now, the Osborns know that Deku is Spider-Man. They believe that to be, but they have no solid evidence, nothing concrete. And Deku, he's using Ben and Kane as a very good example as to why he's not Spider-Man. Spider-Man is swinging around the city, and while that was happening, Deku had a meeting with Harry Osborn. Harry was obviously surprised by this, not expecting it. Now, after that meeting, Harry went to go try and investigate this, see if Deku was really Spider-Man. He dressed as the Green Goblin and attacked him at his home, where him and his girlfriend, or should I be saying wife, were. Now, Harry saw Deku and Spider-Man in the same place, after Spider-Man, or the Scarlet Spider, saved him from falling out of an 11-story window. Now, Harry then went into retreat. He has a lot of things on his mind. Number one, he is not like his insane father. He will not go down the man's path. He will not lose his mind. He is perfectly mentally stable. Number two, he doesn't realize exactly how insane he might be. He is actively trying to kill a man. However, he's also trying to use reason and logic for everything. He's obsessing over every little detail. And his obsession is Spider-Man. He wants to take the man down for ruining the Oscorp name. He wants to kill the man for what he's done. Oscorp may very well go under one day, and it will all be because Norman Osborn was revealed to be the Green Goblin. And Norman himself was having a few things go through his head. The idea of Izuku being Spider-Man was absolute in his head. The guy's brilliant. He's smart. He knows exactly what he does. He can create such advanced technology. He's a genius. And he's not the wall crawler? It just didn't make sense to him. He never saw a face, and that was one thing he realized. Now, Norman has a few things going on. They have a piece of the Carnage symbiote, and they have plans for it. Now, while all that is said and done, all that is being planned out, there currently is Deku and Cindy. A few weeks later. Now, Deku and Cindy, they got moved to a more secure location, a place to hide. And Deku, yeah, he's been staying undercover, or as himself for right now. And Ben, he's definitely a bit more happy to wear the suit again and feel like Spider-Man, but he knows that he's just another Scarlet Spider. He knows that Kane and him, they're Spider-Men, but not the Spider-Man. So there's that. It's definitely weird to them, though. It's definitely interesting to Kane and Ben. But more importantly, Ben is a bit more annoyed. No. He wants to go back to his life. Go back to being himself, but after so long away from this life here, he has to start over again. But more importantly, now Inko knows that he's Spider-Man. So, should he go home? Now, that is obviously a very hard pill to swallow. Inko Midoriya knows the clones exist, and she knows he's technically her son. So, that's a good place as any to start, right? Now, with that being said, we do currently have Deku and Cindy at their safe house. Deku, he is sitting there tinkering away with a new design for a web shooter, and Cindy does come walking into the house as Deku is going to turn his head. How'd everything go? At least give me a second. Sorry. I'm a little focused, dialed in. Are you? Yeah. Working on a new design. I've noticed since the spider god, I guess, everything's been a bit more interesting for me. How so? Well, other than the fact that I'm pretty sure I can talk to spiders now, there's that, and I can actually feel things through my webs. It's weird. I have a better sense for being the spider. Right. You also got talons. No, I don't. That's Miguel. I mean, he has the spikes on. I have them. Okay, well, there's similarities, but no. So, how did everything go with Reed? Reed said I'm fine. Everything's fine. Her gonna walk over, and we're not gonna lean over the couch. Her gonna somewhat pat him on the head, talking about it. Though she does have one interesting development. Hmm? What is it? Do you know if it's a boy or a girl? I don't, but Susan's pregnant. Are you serious? Yep. You should have seen her. Almost had a big old swollen belly. It was funny. It caught me off guard, too. I mean, I didn't even know. That's. I gotta call him. And actually, he told me that he'd rather not have people know. Also, you know how he is. I don't know if he's the type of guy who he'd like a phone call just for an achievement like that. Oh, makes sense. Reed tries to keep the man and the scientist separate, but that's a bit difficult. Especially whenever they all know everything. Right? I mean, how are you going to try and keep secrets in a super family? It just doesn't make sense. All of them have powers. And it's just interesting. Hmm? You got something on your mind? No, it's just I'm a bit worried. Kane talked about moving out of New York. Ben wants to stay. Julie's here, and so far, Anya has been flaky. I'm worried about her, and then there's Jessica. And well, I I don't know. It's just there's a lot going on. Yeah, I know Kane didn't want to be in my shadow. He's a bit particular about that. Though I think Shield would be good for him. Maybe, maybe. But aren't you a bit concerned about a few things? Not really, no. Izuku, her gonna walk around, sit down on the couch, and ask him exactly if he's thought about what to do yet. Hmm? You're at the end of your scholarship, right? Do you really want to work for Norman Osborn? I I'm not sure. I've thought about it, especially after what happened a few weeks ago. I almost threw a punch. I would have killed him. I know, but you're trying to hold back. It's good, but I'm not sure. I know. I know. I just. Her gonna bring her hand up. Right now onto Deku's shoulder. Him setting down his tools. It's weird and it's crazy, and he's worried. Now, we do actually have over with Ben. Ben was swinging through the city, and doing quite a lot. On his head, there were a few things. On his mind, Inko Midoriya knows he exists. She knows that he's a clone, that he's not the original. She's met Julia, and she's met him, but she doesn't even realize he lived with her for almost a year. He took Deku's identity. It was nice to be back in the saddle. Nice to be himself properly. There's just his head is swimming and he's not too sure what to say or do. And right now, a large explosion going off. And Ben is gonna swing himself around and land onto a wall. turning his body and going to look. And right now there's actually someone flying down the street. And Ben has his eyes widen. Because what it looks like, the man flying directly by, him laughing maniacally as he's going to throw his hands down, as there is a set of bombs laid onto the road. Them going to explode, as Ren the Goblin is going to laugh maniacally, him going to do so with a malicious amount of laughter. And the man is a fly directly by Spider-Man, and right now Deku's spider sense doesn't go off, as the Goblin has a tendril shoot out directly at the building. And right now Ben does a leap off and dodge. Him more alarmed, because that looks like carnage. Now, Ben is actually going to follow and pursue. Him trying to alert the Spider family that Carnage and what looks like the Goblin might have had a bit of a team up. Now, they're actually Cindy. Cindy is going to get a notification on her phone. And there's actually Deku. Deku does get a phone call. And right now, Deku, he doesn't answer it. Hello? Izuku, it's me. Are you out swinging around or what's happening? I've got a story and it's all complicated. Can you talk? Yeah. What's going on? Listen, I'm hearing reports that the Red Goblin is downtown. The Red Goblin? That's what people are calling him. Listen, Red on a glider. No one knows what's going on yet, but it's believed that it might be Carnage. I don't know. They're calling him the Goblin because they're hearing laughter and bombs, and there's a lot happening. Just get down there. Her hanging up. And they're going to pull the phone away. Okay. Cindy going to at least look at him. Telling him, okay, so Kane's telling her a situation, and she's not too sure if it's the same one he got. I'm pretty sure it is. Right. If it's Carnage, then you should go. But, okay. I'll put on a different suit. They're going to stand up. Him going to walk over to his closet and open it up. And there are a few suits there. The classic red and black, the first suit he made. Then there's the red and blue. There's the black suit. There is an experimental stealth suit, one that Deku does still need to tinker with. And then there is the Iron Spider suit. And Deku, he has to at least look at a few of the suits. Okay, high tech or low tech? Right. Iron Spider suit. Old reliable. Okay, Deku going to pull it out. And now he actually going to suit up. Him putting the suit on and going to get ready. I'm going to turn and tell Cindy, as he's going to walk over. He'll be right back. I'm going to give her a kiss and actually going to walk over towards the balcony. Him going to put the mask on and leap out fast, as right now Deku is going to join the battle. Now, we do actually have Deku. Deku, he is swinging through the air, and he is trying to send in a communications line to the Avengers Tower. However, the Avengers, they've been a bit busy. And Deku, he finally is going to get an answer from Tony Stark. Hi, Mr. Stark. Hey, kid, are you in the Iron Spider suit right now? Yeah, I fixed the old one I had. Listen, the one for this reality is still in your vault. I told you before, didn't I? You did. I just... What's going on? It's gotta be pretty urgent if you're using Avengers columns. Yeah, Mr. Stark, listen. Carnage is in the city. I don't know what's going on yet. I'm not on the battlefield, but I'm heading there right now. I'm trying to figure out the situation with Carnage. It's a lot to explain, but it's a bit weird. He's in New York. He's in New York? Yeah, why? We kind of found him somewhere else. Are you sure he's in New York? Pretty sure. Talked to one of my clones, and they're saying he's here. Uh-huh. So you're gonna handle it? We'll try. Listen, I don't really know too much about the situation yet, but I've kind of been busy with a few things. Right, right. I sort of heard. So, when's the wedding? Huh? Oh, Um, we kind of had a small gathering. Oh, that's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mr. Stark. It was friends and family, but we were trying to do things a bit privately. No, no, I understand. It just surprises all. I'm sorry. We would have invited you, but well, we would have invited everyone, but a big public identity secret wedding looks suspicious. I mean, I know you, but I'm not supposed to know you, and no, kid, I got it. Listen, forget all the public identity stuff right now. Your situation with Carnage. What is it? Now, there's a swing around a corner. Right now, him gonna watch the Red Goblin go to throw his hands down and attack someone, as they're possessed by Carnage. Now, the Goblin is gonna turn, expressing to the third Spider-Man. Great. Him gonna step forwards. You're all back. I didn't miss you. I bet you didn't, Goblin. Now listen. Exactly who's under there? Is it Harry? Norman? Now, the Goblin has his eyes widened. Spider-Man knows exactly who he is. He knows his son is involved. But does he know his daughter's involved? Now, Deku, he currently just stand there. And something that's going to happen that is going to surprise him. As right now, Deku, there is where he's going to turn and go to actually get attacked. Him getting slashed upwards in the arm by the chameleon. And Deku's going to jump backwards surprised. What the hell? What happened? Him being sent flying backwards. And going through the air. Him going to smash into a pole and not hit the ground. Something's wrong. Why didn't his... No, no, the ringing... No, what the... They're gonna get back up. And right now, Harris is trying to tell Mr. Stark. He has an issue. What's going on? I'll call you back. I'm gonna press a button and switch over to a local comm channel. Him asking Ben and Kane if either of them are on the line. As David is gonna move, him shooting a web and going up in the air. And the two, they do try to give him a response. Yeah, they're here, but there's a problem. Okay. Spider sense didn't go off. Him going up into the air and talking about it. So, Carnage is involved with all of them. That is definitely bad. Deku is going to swing up in the air, and he has to activate certain parts of the Iron Spider suit. Right now, the Chameleon, they have a few advantages. Immune to his spider sense, invisible. Need I say more? Now, Deku is to cloak himself. Him moving through the air, as right now Deku is going to stop shooting the webs. Him going to land onto the ground and roll. Him going to turn and start to look around, and informing both Ben and Kane about what's happening. Okay, we have an issue. You're telling us that right now? Trust me, we know. Where are you? On the street. Yeah, Chameleon's out. I know. Already been attacked. Arm hurts, but I'll be fine. Listen. We need to figure out what to do. So what's happening then? Yeah, as far as we can tell, Hobgoblin, Chameleon, fucking hell, even the actual Green Goblin, or I guess Red's new color now. So he's teamed up with Carnage. Yeah, sounds just as bad as you thought. Worse, possibly. Oh, God. I might need to make a phone call. What? Last time I had to deal with this Carnage symbiote. Oh, God, I gotta call Wade. No. Please, no. Okay. Let's try and figure this out ourselves first. I already gave Mr. Stark a heads up, but they're dealing with something else right now. Meanwhile, we do actually have Carnage. Carnage is sitting in a small town, and he is having dinner with his family. Ain't that something? A nice small community. Now, we do actually come back to New York City, where Norman has control of Carnage, and he's having quite a lot of fun. However, Spider-Man disappeared, and then a third Spider-Man popped up. So, the gang's all back together. This'll definitely be interesting. So, they are going to all have some fun, aren't they? Now what's going to happen? That, right now, on Norman's mind. And Norman is going to feel the symbiote somewhat going to struggle against him. However, Norman, he's simply just going to give it the orders. Tell it what to do. Exert his will on the symbiote. And the symbiote does respond, like a trained and tamed dog. Now, Carnage obviously does not like this. However, it is being given chaos, being given blood. It is being given a way to exert its own insanity. And right now, Carnage, it controls a few people, trying to run around and infect others with a symbiote, trying to find Spider-Man. Now, with that, we currently have Deku. Right now, Deku, he does sit there in the road, and he is looking around and waiting. Carnage did not set off a spider sense, and Chameleon can hide from his view. Okay, let's see what this suit can do. I'm going to start pressing a few buttons. I'm beginning to scan, and the suit is trying to pick a few things up. It is scanning in ultraviolet and infrared, trying to find any sources of heat. And Deku, he is going to turn his head and... there you are. That right now being on Deku's mind. And we do actually have Asui. Asui is waiting, trying to find him, find where he might be. It's very clear that Deku, he's hiding. He's definitely done something. So, what's going to... her being smashed in the gut, hard. Her going to kill her in pain, as right now she does actually have her invisibility field displaced. Now, Asui does just want to throw herself down to the ground. Her right now going to get back up as Deku does to throw his hand out. Him going to smash Tricky into Asui's chest, and then going to throw his other hand out, grabbing onto the belt and pulling it clean off. Him going to actually kick her and throw himself backwards. Him smashing on the ground and going to actually pull out the belt. Interesting tech. Though, how about we not do that anymore? Spider-Man. Yeah, not me. Just a friend. I'm gonna borrow this though. Hope you don't mind. They're gonna twist it. And right now it does get a crack and break. As he's gonna drop it, telling her, alright, so now she's just plain old psychopathic Carnage? Yeah, that sounded a lot better in his head. Now, Asui is gonna rush forwards. And Deku, he doesn't deal with Asui. As right now, Kane is trying to chase after the Red Goblin, trying to deal with him. He has a lot running through his head, a lot going through his mind right now. And that, it's not good. His own thoughts are wreaking havoc on him. Meanwhile, Carnage is wreaking havoc on the city. And there actually is Ben. Ben is trying to chase down the Hobgoblin. The guy's been acting a bit strange. The guy is usually serious, but here the Hobgoblin seems unhinged, crazier, and as made quite apparent whenever he took a hostage only to kill them. The guy is losing his mind. And right now the Spider family, they're trying their best to deal with this. However, the army just started to grow more and more. The goblins, or the Osborns, they've created quite a small little army. And Deku does have to pull back. He tries to radio in anyone, tries to find out what to do. He tries to contact Mr. Stark, but Mr. Stark, he currently is busy. They all are. Carnage is a big problem. Not only in New York, but somewhere else. Right now, New York is a small problem. Around 50 to 70 people infected by the symbiote, including the Osborns. That's an issue, yes. But compared to the 2,000 people somewhere else right now, that's a bigger issue. If any of those people escape, there's no telling how much Carnage can replicate, how much Carnage can do. I mean, Venom has this capabilities, right? So why are they just seeing it in Carnage now? It's definitely worrying. And right now, Agent Venom, he's on the scene. He is trying to deal with that. Now, Well, right now, Bakugo is trying to deal with Kirishima. We do actually cut back to Deku, who he pulled back. And the Osborns, they took the opportunity to pull back as well. They called their people in, and they told them what to do. Carnage is building a bit of a nest. Carnage definitely has a lot on his mind. And Deku, right now he doesn't sit there. Him thinking about it, as he's trying to tell them about what he has an idea for. Sonic disruptors. Something that can destroy Carnage. Possibly disrupt him at least. I mean, it's the simplest idea. Flamethrowers and subsonics, his weakness. So they have that advantage. They have that going for them. And right now, while that's happening, a man is going to walk up to a door. Him going to knock on it, as right now a woman is going to walk over and answer. And Inko does go to see a man. Her asking if he happens to be at the wrong house. No. This is Inko Midoriya, yes? Yes, I am. Yes, I'm Harry, a friend of your son's. I was hoping to talk to you. Oh, um, well, I'm sorry, he's not here right now. Oh, perfect. I'm going to bring his hand up and reach out for Inko, expressing he was just hoping to talk to him and possibly drop off something for him. Hmm? Oh, her going to reach her hand out. And I know Harry throws his hand forwards, grabbing an Inko, as the Carnage teammate just started to take her over. And I know Harry, he's going to turn. Him going to walk over to the steps and sit down. He has a lot going through his mind. And right now Inko, inside of her own home, has Carnage reaching up her arm and going into her mind. Carnage is telling her what to do. Carnage is trying to inform her as to a ton of things. What he wants her to do. He wants her to kill, 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 kill! And Inko, she's still falling onto the ground. Her trying to at least reach for her phone, as actually her other hand is to throw it out. It's going to break her wrist, as Inko does a scream out in pain. Before the scream is going to turn into that of a symbiote. Now, Inko's in quite the situation. And right now, Harry, he actually is going to turn and walk into the neighborhood, going to greet the neighbors. And with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.